Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rilo, and today I'm excited to walk you through my brand new NG Regions Manager 25 software, which I'm releasing alongside Picture Pack 1. Since we didn't get FM25 this year, I figured we could at least have some cool new tools to play with. I've completely rebuilt this software to automate a bunch of tedious tasks and add some features that I think you're really going to love. First things first, if you're new to the NG Regions pack, you'll need to download the main picture pack. You can grab it from my Reddit page, or I will link it in the video description. Don't worry about this step if you've used the older version of my software before. You're all set. Once you've got it, just unpack everything into your FM graphics folder. Fair warning though, this might take a few minutes, so maybe grab a coffee while it does its thing. Now, let's grab the installation files for the software itself. The NG Regions Manager works on both Windows and Mac, so you can download either the exe or DMG file from my Reddit page. I'll drop that link in the description below. Alright, time for installation. I'm doing this on Windows, but Mac users just need to do the usual drag and drop routine. On Windows, we simply run that installation file we downloaded. Quick heads up. Since this is free software that I develop in my spare time, you might get a security warning from Windows or Mac saying the program is unverified. I'm not about to pay Microsoft or Apple hundreds of euros just for verification, so don't worry about that warning. The installation itself is pretty straightforward. Just click next a few times and you're done. You should see a nice desktop icon when it's finished. You can launch the application by clicking Finish in the installation window or by clicking on that desktop icon. Now, if this is your first time using NG Regions Manager 25, it'll take you straight to the settings page. Alright, here's our first cool feature. The app's been fully translated into a bunch of different languages. Now, I don't speak all of them myself, so I've used AI to help with the translations. If anything sounds a bit off or weird in your language, just give me a shout and I'll fix it up. Once you've picked your language, we need to find your standard FM documents folder. The program should detect this automatically, but if you've moved it somewhere custom, you'll need to browse for it manually. The manager will check if you already have the necessary views and filters installed. If not, just click that install button and it'll handle everything for you automatically. Alright, last step. Just point the software to where you unzipped that big NG Regions pack earlier. Browse to that folder and select it. The app's going to take a moment to check things over. How long it takes depends on your hard drive speed. Once it's done, you'll get a little confirmation message. Just hit Save, and the settings window will close itself. This here is the home screen. Think of it as your little news hub. You'll find info about new picture packs, updates, and any other announcements. The best bit? It all gets pulled in from the internet automatically when you start the app. So no need to keep checking my Reddit for updates. Too easy, right? But that's just the beginning. Let's head over to the Updates section in the left menu. This automatically checks for application updates and, more importantly, shows you all available picture packs. The program automatically detects what you have installed. In our case, we don't have Picture Pack 1 yet, so let's install it. Click one of the mirror buttons. This will open your browser where you can download the pack. Once the download finishes, click Browse in the Manager and locate your downloaded file. It'll probably be right at the top of your downloads list. The program will check the file for any errors, and if everything looks good, we can start the installation. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The next step depends on whether the program finds an existing config XML file in your picture folder. If there isn't one, it's simple. Just start the installation. But if you do have a config XML file, like we do, the program will ask how you want to install the pack. This is actually really important, so let me explain. Picture packs often replace old photos with newer, higher quality versions. But if you're in the middle of a long-term save, you probably don't want your players suddenly changing faces on you. Or maybe you do. I've got you covered either way. We have two modes: Replace and Preserve. Replace mode will delete the old images, install the new ones from the pack, and update your config XML with the new information. This is what I recommend because it guarantees you'll see the best possible pictures. The downside is that players in your current save will suddenly have new faces. Preserve mode is more conservative. It checks your existing config.xml and only deletes files that aren't currently being used. The benefit here is that players in your save keep their current faces, and you get more total pictures since you're keeping some old ones alongside the new ones. The downside is that older pictures are usually lower quality, and you'll keep seeing them even in new saves since they're still part of the picture pool generation process. For this demo, I'm going with Replace mode because we want the best quality pictures possible. I'll select that and click Install. And there we go. The installation runs completely automatically. This can take a while for larger packs, but you can see here, installation for Picture Pack 1 completed successfully. Amazing! The future really is here. Let's close this window. The pack information reloads, and now we can see that Picture Pack 1 is installed. As I release new packs, they'll appear here auto-magically, and you can install them the exact same way without needing to update the NG Regions Manager software at all. Alright, let's actually generate some new player mappings. I'm assuming you already know how to export your shortlist from Football Manager. It's the same process as with most other region software. I'll show it quickly right now. You can pause the video if needed. Alright, head over to the Generate section. This part's pretty straightforward. Just pick your newly exported shortlist file. The program will check it straight away and let you know if there's any issues. In our case, all good. Now, the next step depends on whether there's already a config.xml in your NG Regions Pictures folder. In this example, we don't have one, so the program automatically sets it up to create a fresh config XML from scratch. Hit Start. Wait a second, and that's it. You can close the app, hop back into FM, reload your skin, and you're good to go. If there's already a config XML file in your Pictures folder, the program will ask what you want to do. Keep the current one, and just add new players, which you'd usually do each in-game year when new regions pop up. Or start fresh with a brand new config XML file. Either way, the rest of the process is exactly the same. If you've made a mistake, picked the wrong shortlist or mapping mode, no stress. You can always hit the Restore button to go back to your last setup. But wait, there's one more cool feature I want to show you. Sometimes you download database updates where the author creates new countries or changes default country codes. I have an example here. An exported shortlist from FM23, where Mongolia had the old MGL code, which got changed to MNG in FM24. This old code isn't in the default database, so the manager doesn't know what to do with it. If we continued now, those players would be completely skipped and keep their default SI region faces. But we can fix that. Let's go to the Custom Mapping section and create our own custom mapping. Click Create and enter the MGL code. That's what we want to map right now. Unfortunately, you can't remap original codes for now, so if you try to enter something like ENG for England, you'll get an error message. Back to MGL and click Save. Now we need to select a default ethnicity code for this custom nation. This is used when a player has dual nationality, like French, Senegalese, so the software can find more suitable pictures based on those codes. It sounds complicated, but just pick the description that matches what you expect most regions from this nation to look like. For Mongolia, they're considered East Asian by the game, so I'll select option 10. You can select multiple options, but I wouldn't recommend it. Click Save. This is the final step. We need to tell the software which picture folder to use for this custom nation. In our case, Mongolia has its own picture folder, so I'll select that and click Save. And that's it. You can now see your newly created custom mapping. Now let's go back to Generate. I'll import the same shortlist as before. And voila! No more warnings. Those two Mongolian fellas will now have cool new faces. And that's a wrap. I really hope you enjoy using the software and don't run into any issues. If you've got questions, you can either click the Reddit icon in the app and leave a comment on the post, or just drop one under this video. I'll get back to you. And if you do come across any bugs, please be kind. From the picture generation to building the software to making this video, it's all just a one-man job. Thanks so much for watching. Have fun with your regions and take care.